What's up, everybody? It's me, Michael Magneto 7 Crawford, and I'm here to invite you to get my book, Playbook to Production, Volume 1. This book discusses the fundamentals of how to become a music producer in today's industry. It covers things like how to monetize your music, how to stand out amongst the crowd, even how to pick the proper gear. If you want to be serious about becoming a music producer today, cop that book. Peace.
NEDO.
Let's go! That's all y'all get, man. That's all y'all get, man. Welcome to the MAD LUCRATIVE PODCAST. I am the host, the one, the only, Magneto 7. In this, I ain't gonna cuss tonight, but in the building. And look, hold up. Let me stop the. It's been some fire guests that we've had in the building, and I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all know I always have to tell y'all the story on why I got the person in the building that got in the building tonight, because it's something intriguing that just caught me. So, you know, I was minding my business. And look, JT looking like, what are you talking about? I was minding my business the other day, and I got a DM. Said, yo, I think you should have this young brother on the pod, because he remind me of you. So I was like, me? I don't know about that. Like, I'm just looking, you know. I said, all right, I'll listen to it. I ain't gonna lie. I waited for about a day before I actually opened up the joint. But listen, nigga, when I heard the joints, these niggas something serious. So we got the one, the only, Beats by JT in the building. What up, young fella? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
Bruh, I'm feeling great. I'm going to tell you, and we're going to dig into where you at, because right now, you what, 15, right?
Yeah, 15.
15. You're telling you so serious. All right, so I heard the joints.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the first beat that I heard that you was building on IG, but when I heard how you was chopping up the samples, I said, he chopping up samples like we chop up samples. I'm 38, right?
Okay.
I've been in the business since 2008, 2007.
Wow.
Right. So when I hear joints like that, I'm just like, yo, it's a talent. It's a true talent
Appreciate
that you got, bro. So
Thank you.
introduce yourself to the MAD LUCRATIVE community. Let them know who you are, how old you are, where you at.
For sure. I'm Beats by JT, 15-year-old producer out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. I'm a finger drummer. And right now I'm at the #1 space. And I got to give a huge shout out to my guys, Mike, Lamel, and Jesse.
Okay.
None of this would be possible without them. Shout out the Lamel group.
Okay. And you say you in VA.
Yeah, VA. Yep.
Do you know the history of VA?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me what you know. You 15, so
Uh,
tell me what you know. I remember when you were
man.
born. Nah, I'm playing.
Man, it's a bunch of greats that came out of VA. You know, my dad put me on the Timberland, Pharrell,
Mm-hmm.
Missy,
Mm-hmm.
Pusha T,
Mm-hmm.
Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bunch of dope people that came out of Virginia Beach, and I hope one day that I'm gonna be the next one.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this. Yo, mute that joint. I'm gonna tell you this. The magnitude of Virginia with the music scene, I will say, is like put it this way. Since Virginia's producers and musicians come from there, I haven't seen too many other groups of people that have that type of effect on the music business as a whole. It ain't been that many. Like, of course, Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta. That's where I stay.
Okay.
And but I'm from North Carolina. Only people we had there was like Ninth Wonder, shouts out to Knife, Petey Pablo,
Yeah.
Jodeci. And even in that was kind of like Casey and JoJo. The other part was like from upstate.
Mhm.
And then you got what, Fantasia, Little Brother.
Yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
like North Carolina did decent.
Mhm.
And they ain't trying to crap on my hometown. But they did decent, but as far as making an impact on the music business,
Mhm.
VA hands down has done some incredible stuff. So
Sure. Appreciate that.
you said what part of Virginia you from?
Virginia Beach.
Okay. Okay. Virginia Beach. Cool. So you said your dad got you into music. Is he a producer? Is he a singer? Is he a rapper? Or
My
he just
dad is
introduced
a
you?
my dad is a singer and a drummer. So I started off playing drums when I was like 3 or 4. I started off playing drums because
Okay.
I was always around drums. My dad was a drummer, so of course I wanted to learn from him. And so I moved on from drums to garage band because
Mm-hmm.
that's when I really started getting into music.
Okay.
But garage band also had a little drum set on there, so I just wanted to try the drum set out. But
Okay.
that didn't cross my mind. I just went to the production side of it. And so my dad saw me on GarageBand. He's like, "Man, what are you doing on GarageBand? You got a whole app on your phone called iMachine 2. I mean,
Mm.
not phone, iPad, my bad.
Okay.
iPad." So I went on the iPad, checked out iMachine 2, and it was dope. It's like an online iPad DAW.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I took off from there. My dad saw how serious I was taking off. And so he got me a MPK 249, the MIDI keyboard with the 16 pads on it.
Right.
So, it took me a minute because I was learning that on Ableton. I was doing Ableton. So
Ah.
that was slowing down my process a bit,
Yeah, it
but
does. It does.
it does. And so we moved from Ableton, and on my birthday, I got an MPC Live, and I was running it through the MPC software. And so that made it it made it a whole lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
And now I got an MPC Live 2, and I'm still on the same software, kind of going into Ableton a bit,
Okay.
kind of.
Look, we got a situation when I had got one of my placements. We did like how I started. Let's see,
Mm-hmm.
you 15. So what grade you in?
10th.
You in the 10th grade. Let's see, 10th
Yeah.
grade. I think I was just gigging hard then. But back in my time, we had to record. We had to have. You ever heard of a SP 1200?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, we had the SP 1200. The MPC 2000 was out, but I ain't had that joint. So I just had a little MIDI keyboard, a realistic. That's what the name brand was. A realistic. Had that joint, a drum set, bass, and lead guitar. I've always
Mm.
been a musician,
Okay.
so I wasn't introduced to production from a sampling standpoint.
Mm.
I got introduced to that probably in my late 20s.
Mm.
So the fact that you able to chop. Okay, we ain't gonna go there. Who your top 5 producers that you listen to?
Top 5 producers. Kanye,
Mm-hmm.
Tim, Pharrell,
Mm-hmm.
Dilla, and Knight.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I
You
can
know,
see that.
I get my chops from Ninth and Dilla. Ninth is known as the chop god right now. So
Wow, that's crazy. So you okay? Okay, I can hear that because I wouldn't have thought Knife from your perspective because he does a lot more of the like boom bap, the
hmm
muted snares.
yep.
You be using them dang on them joints be blaring like just. So have you ever heard of Bink?
Yeah, Bink, yep. hmm
You remind me of Justin Bink. That would have been my first two. And then I would have gave you Knife on like the one that you did that everybody was trying to rap off of.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know what
I
you're
heard
talking
for
about.
that one. I binged through the page, bro. I heard. Look, put it this way: when I hear producers from your age group,
hmm
I'm really looking for uh, how many of them can produce music that resembles what the 30 and up crowd grew up on? Because if you could do that, then you can introduce your age group to something that
Right.
happened in the 90s and the 80s and bring them up, and you got a whole new sound that you created,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know? So, yo, shots out, bro. That you, yeah, yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
So, without crapping on your peers, what do you think
Mm.
of the producers and the artists in the music scene of what's going on right now?
Man. You know, it's it's like it's some stuff that I rock with. Of course, trap, drill,
Mm-hmm.
hip hop. Some stuff I rock with. Then it's some stuff I kind of rock with like R&B and all that type of stuff. But my main focus is on trap, drill, hip hop because that's kind of what I do. But that's not all I focus on. So what's going on right now? I think trap for me. I think that's they're doing some things right now. They're doing some great things. Drill, I don't know if you heard, but the governor of New York trying to shut down drill
Yeah, I heard
and because of the violence that they talk about in their songs. Me, I personally don't think that's a good idea. They're
that.
trying to ban drill. I don't think it's a good idea because that's I guess that's the way they express themselves through their music. So
Okay.
it's not really what else they gonna do other than drill because that's what they're known for. New York is known for drill.
Okay.
They're known for a different style.
You saying that makes me remember. It takes me back to uh how people, because I work with 50 Cent too.
Okay.
How the business perceived that type of music, right?
Mm.
Get
Mm-hmm.
Rich or Die Trying, the murder music, all that kind of junk.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can say, okay, I know how to divide the two between
Mm-hmm.
drill exciting violence, right? We
Yeah.
could say
Yeah.
that, and drill just being a form of art,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they're uh just getting their whatever their life is. That's how they're getting it out in the music, and that's how it's showing up in drill.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand the two. I think as producers, because I think right now, have you done a lot of sessions with artists yet?
I only done one, but that's it. That's
Okay.
it.
At some point, when you keep growing as a producer,
Mm-hmm.
the artist is going to go to you for the content off the rip. And sometimes, like, it's been a few records that we place. I'll send the beat with the hook on it, and they rappers just do the 12 bars, 16 bars to keep it moving.
Okay.
So they kind of depend on us to give them the direction.
Mm.
So I think it's cool to have the drill music in its form as it is now, but I
Mm-hmm.
think it's gonna be important at some point for us to evolve and
Yep.
make drill uh more than just holding pistols up
Violence.
and
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Um, but that's dope. I can get with it. I get with it. I think you
For
got
sure.
your head on right. Your folk doing a good job raising you.
Yes. For
So
sure. Most definitely.
how are you in relationships?
Uh.
I lost you. Let's see. See, we get them back. Can we get them back? You see them? We lost the feed. Right. We got feed. Can we hear you? Say something.
Yo.
All right,
Yo.
we got it. We good. We good.
Oh yeah.
All right. So yeah. So when it comes to relationships,
Mm-hmm.
how are you with that right now? I know you 15. I remember where I was at 15. So it was a little bit different. So how are you in that department right now with your friends, all that stuff?
Yo.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo. Yeah. I can
All
hear you.
right. Now I was just talking about like relationships. So how are you in relationships?
Uh, I say they're pretty good. My parents' relationship.
No, just your
Oh,
relationship with other people,
oh,
parents, friends, artists, other producers.
okay. I always trying to bring a good vibe when I'm around other people. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer or a party pooper. I just want to be what's the word? I can't think of the word, but I just want to
Bring good
everybody to know
vibes.
me as a yeah. I just want everybody to know me as a fun kid. Like I don't do. I'm not boring. I just want to bring positivity into it.
Mm. So what kind of goals are you looking for in the music as a
My dad just
producer?
my dad just asked me this yesterday. So, uh, uh, we got my goals. I want to release like 4 or 5 beat tapes. Um, I want to get some placements. They don't got to be major. I just want to get some placements, and then I want to be a Grammy award winning producer.
Okay. Oh boy, I don't wanna jade you so early.
Mhm. For sure, nah.
so so all of those that you said you want, I've achieved them.
Mm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Grammy, a few plaques, Billboard, all that stuff.
Dope.
Um, I think, and you young, so you still got plenty of time. You got plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to like the moment you get to sit at the Grammys and you waiting to see if that joint gets called, and then you get called, it changes.
Mm-hmm.
It changes a little bit. I think had I had somebody like me when I was your age to tell me, all right, placements are good, the Grammy is good. That's something to aim for. But after that, then what?
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
like right now, my goal, at least as far as the pod goes, my goal is to make sure I educate the young fellas like you,
Mm-hmm.
um, even turn them on to connects or whatever I got. If you get to the point of getting on the pod, I'm gonna help in any facet. Like
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
open. I'm
Thank
an
you.
open book. And that's just because I know, like you're a good kid, bro. I know what it's like to be talented and everybody else sees it, right?
Mhm.
And then people start to take advantage of it. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see that happen. So
No, for sure.
we gotta figure. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to get linked up with your folk. We gonna work that out. But
Okay.
anyway, um, so what is it? Is it any big purchase you want to make after you make that first million?
Uh uh I would invest in some equipment, but I would also try to give back.
Okay.
I got 2 sisters. I got a mom and dad. I tried to give back to them and then try to give back to my community from where I'm from.
Mm, I like that. So where you're from, what is it that you see on a consistent basis as far as like surroundings and all that kind of stuff?
Uh Me, I grew up kind of it wasn't bad. I grew up with a nice group of people. I had some friends. I had good surroundings, as I should say. I had good surroundings of people.
Good.
Um, it wasn't any major violence, but I uh what it was. I don't want to say it wasn't any major violence. It was some violence, but
Mhm.
most of the times I would be surrounded by great people, and my dad and my mom, they were always there to keep me right, keep me straight, keep me from heading down the wrong path.
Good. Good. I like it, man. I like it. So we talked about your top 5 producers. We
Mm-hmm.
talked about where you from. Give me your top 5 rappers that you not even top
Top
five,
five, right?
top 5 people that you want to work with.
Okay. I want to work with Kanye and Jay-Z. Those are two people that I want to work with. Then you got the baby. Yeah, I want to work with
Okay.
him. And other two. This is hard. Uh
Any
uh
females?
oh yeah, females. What's her. I want to work with her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So that's four.
And then oh, dang.
Look at him. He looking like, bro, you put me on the spot.
Uh oh, what's the other dude's name? Roddy Rich. Roddy Rich.
Okay. Okay. Roddy Rich is dope. He's fire. Do you
Mm.
like have you heard the Keeb dude? Uh
Who?
It's Keeb. Keeb. He did a
Nah,
record with Kendrick.
I'm not familiar.
I think your beats would sound good on records with him too.
Okay.
Um the more you dissect it as far as
Mm-hmm.
music goes, because we could go deep as far as like tonality, why you pick certain drums. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, yeah, why you pick the drums that you pick? I want to know
Uh
that.
okay, so I know most people start off with their drums, but me, I start off with my samples. So I go so say if I chop up a sample, a soul sample, I know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna go boom bap. If
Right?
I chop up a sample that's got like horns, piano, all of these melodic instruments in it, I'm gonna go live drums.
Okay.
And then trap, it's like melody wise, I go strings. Sometimes I do samples, I do strings, piano, that's trap. And then R&B, I go, it's like R&B is like real cool, real chill. So I'll try to find some like lo-fi stuff, lo-fi chords, make some,
Okay.
that's
So it's interesting. I ain't messed with the new MP that you got. Um, we
better
started,
too.
yeah. So
Okay.
how is that with breaking down with chopping up samples? Because I heard you doing some phasing in and out. I thought that was pretty dope.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
how is it chopping up samples and I guess building building the beat around the sample? Like, are you doing
Okay.
8 bar, 16 bar? Like, how are you doing it?
Yeah, I usually start off with 8 bars.
Okay.
I start off with my 8 bars. I do the MPC. It's not really that hard to chop. You put the sample in, it'll create its own chops for you. That's what it does. But you can change it around a bit. But it'll create its own chops, and you can pick around from the parts that you would like, and then change them if you don't want them.
These young niggas got it made. Yo, okay, so let me let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you the MPC 2000. I think they even did it on the 4000, and then it started switching up with what you got. So
Mm,
what we used to have to do, we had the little floppy drive, right? That we
mhm.
could play. You put the joint in the floppy drive. You had to have an audio input and output from a record player or whatever going
Okay.
going in, and then you had to wait to figure out the sample, like the one shots that you wanted,
Mm,
and then you can only go up to what is like I think it's like 30 seconds at a time.
mhm.
You know, y'all can throw a whole record in there and chop that joint
Yeah.
up. Like,
Yeah, and you can also choose how long you want it to be. So in the sample, you can choose how long you want the sample to be.
that's dope. That's
Yeah,
matter of
for
fact. You
sure.
know what I want to see. Hey, if y'all watching, cause I know some of reps watching, get this man a MPC endorsement deal. We need that. 2020,
Yeah,
2022, into
facts.
23. We need that. We need that. Cause I think
Facts.
like as far as even social media, like we're gonna talk about that. When you're building your beats, like you're doing it,
Hmm.
it's a lot of like it's not a whole lot of me.
Mm,
I'm gonna put it that way.
okay.
Um, you get certain people, and I ain't gonna say no names. One of them is
Hmm.
from Virginia, a legend from Virginia. But anyway, You get some of the bigger cats that have a bigger catalog
Mm,
that go through stories and they go through pages looking for a sound,
mm,
right? So I think right now you're in a good spot because you ain't up at like 10,000 plus people yet.
right.
So at this point, what I would do, and it's free game. Like I don't know if you watch the interview, play it back, take notes, whatever you need to do.
Always, I do it.
But moving forward, when you recording your joints,
Mm-hmm.
have everything. Don't post it until it's available for sale. All right. Once you do that, have you started a publishing company yet?
Yeah.
You got a publishing company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Publish all of the records that you produce on your catalog in the publishing company. Even if you
Okay.
just have to name it as a, like you might name it JT Firebeat 2000, whatever. And you
Mm-hmm.
got
Yeah.
2001, 2003, 2000. You just list them all.
Mm-hmm.
Put them joints on there and then upload it. Do all that
Okay.
before you upload it. That
All right.
way, when you get people, trolls, vultures, when you get these people to come look at your page and they're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, that joint is fire. And they end up taking some of the sauce,
Mm-hmm.
if it gets ran through and they try to sign it up for publishing so they can collect the royalty check, it's gonna kick it out and put it back in your catalog. And then you have to okay them using your record, or they have to pay
Got you.
you to use the record.
Got you.
Even if you cut a sample up a certain way, like
Mm-hmm.
all of that stuff matters now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the way you make beats, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody from Rock Nation or Good Music already done heard it. To
Wow.
be real, to be real. Um, so again, like I said, I'm an open book. If you ever need me, the youngest your age, be calling me Uncle Nito. I don't feel like I'm that old, but I take
Yeah.
it. And then
I
I'm trying to think of what else. I'm trying to give you as many jewels as I can before we wrap it up.
I appreciate it, man.
Um, how are you reaching out to artists yet?
Yeah. Working on a beat tape right now, so we're trying to see if we can get some artists to get on some beats.
Okay. Um, I'll say that off camera.
Okay.
I'll say that
Okay.
off camera. But I think like where you're going right now, bro. Just keep bringing the positive vibes. Keep bringing some fresh sound, cause I think it's missing. It really is, and
Mm,
I think that's the reason why. Like, of course, y'all don't be looking at numbers, but when you
mm,
cross 30 and you start supporting families off of your music, you start to pay attention to every dollar.
uh,
So I don't know if you. Yeah, I'm sure the way you make beats, you've listened to Ross.
yeah. Yeah.
All right. So that's the same reason why Ross first week out in this new uh post corona
Hmm.
environment. So I think like 30,000 or 40,000. That's terrible for somebody of his magnitude. The reason for that is the younger group of people look at Ross like, he made good
Yeah.
music, but he washed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you had more people like you that
Mm,
produce music like that had artists in your age group to do that type of music, now it's everybody can still eat. And then people like
mm.
Ross or like a Jay or Kanye feel good about bringing y'all into the circle.
Well,
Cause
yeah.
that's all it is, bro. The politics side of it, that's all it is. It's do you fit within what we're doing?
Mm,
That's all it is. But yeah,
got you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, bro.
you good. So tell the people how can they find you, how they can buy beats, all that good jazz.
Yeah. Beats by underscore JT on all social media platforms. For any businesses, DM at justjp1. We'll get you right.
There we go. There we go. Hey man, it's been real, boy. Listen,
For sure.
I'm gonna call.
Appreciate
He
you,
call
man.
him JT Beats, but I'm calling JT Money.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right, boy. It's been real. I'ma stay by your laptop. I'm gonna reach out to you after we wrap up so we can
Okay.
chop it up for a little bit longer.
For sure.
All right, boy. Peace.
All right. Peace.
Yep. So that's JT Money, y'all. If y'all go listen to the records that he got, it's stupid. Like, great records. Like, them joints, it just hit. It just hit. Like, it's different. It's just different. Like, you remember Jay said that before he started, you remember the Ross beat? He started rapping on the Ross beat. He was just like, yo, it's just different. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to bring the beat in at some point. At some point, I'm going to do like a listening, and I'm going to break down music at the end of every pod, just for Patreon, though. Just for Patreon. So, a little bit of business we got to wrap up. Artists, producers, please make sure you sign up for, or not even sign up. Go follow the Mad Lucrative Network on IG, the Mad Lucrative Network. No, it's just Mad Lucrative Network. What we got going on, we getting some classes together where we're going to teach y'all business. We're going to teach y'all the music business. We're going to teach y'all investments from a real estate standpoint. We got some like health and fitness awareness stuff going on. Like, we got some dope stuff that's coming up for y'all. So please make sure y'all follow the Mad Lucrative Network on IG. And I'm going to put the tag right down there at the bottom. Make sure y'all follow JT as well. And I think that's it. That's it. It's been real, y'all. All right. Till next time. Peace.